it's kind of been our motto as an offense this year, and go out there and be the reason. I had a lot of belief in all the guys that were going in there. I'm proud of the way those guys competed to end that game. We put our team in a good position there, but obviously it just didn't turn out the way we wanted to.
Building off that, what was the call there on the 4th and goal? I mean, it looked like 5 wide. Was it just your option to run? Or?
Yeah, it was really just quarterback draw.
Okay.
Send it right through. Split everyone out wide, get 5 guys in the box. We have the best 5 linemen in the country. Go block their 5, and try to give a little bit of decoy signals out there to the other guys, and just made a play there.
You had to convert a couple of key 4th downs. The drive before that set up the field goal, and then converted 4th down to score the touchdown. What is the mindset of the play of you guys in the huddle?
Yeah, you know, I think when we kind of get into the huddle, all we kind of keep saying is one thing we always talk about is tempo in and out of the huddle. Running up to the line of scrimmage, always being ready for the next play. And on that one, we kind of just all got geared up, ready to go. Know that it's kind of now or never, especially in that last drive. And we converted on the 2 that we needed to convert on.
Mark, I know it's hard to focus on some of the positives just with the way the game ended, but it seems like every time you guys need to make a play, you guys, the passing game looks like it took a step forward. You guys were able to kind of execute via the pass, I guess. What does that do, I guess, going into the final stretch of the season, knowing that, you know, you guys can rely on the pass game to get some of those key plays that you need? Yeah,
you know, I wasn't happy about how I started out the game. I didn't start out my best. We needed to start out a little bit faster. Games like these are heartbreaking. You never get better at losing, I guess you could say. Been playing a lot of football, and it really sucks still, but you know, we went out there and competed. It was good to see our pass game get into it a little bit. Obviously, there's a lot to learn from this game, and we still have more games to go the rest of the season. But Oregon was a fierce competitor out there. It was fun to play against them, but it was also really good to see us just kind of be able to be the reason in that game. Obviously, again, it didn't turn out the way we wanted to. It was a heartbreaking loss, but good to see some positives that we can continue to push forward through the rest of the season.
What do you feel like caused the slow start offensively?
To be honest, I couldn't give you an exact answer. Obviously, I got to get settled into the game a little bit. I got to get going. You know, just make the plays that are easy to make, and just continue to make the makeables, I guess, is the biggest thing for me. You know, as we progressed, I felt like we continued to get better as an offense, continue to improve throughout the game. But we just got to start faster, like we had been in those previous weeks prior. But we obviously just didn't do that today.
What's a tough emotional loss? I mean, as the leader of this team, how do you keep this from affecting next week?
Yeah, I mean, just in that locker room, it was good to hear Coach. Coach just kind of said that he has confidence in this team, and that we have a great team in that locker room. You know, we've been playing a lot of close games this year. This one we weren't able to pull out, but you know, we kind of kept telling everyone to keep their heads up, keep their heads high. You know, we played a great game, and that's a top-ranked team in the country, and we got to continue to learn from it, continue to build off of it, and we still have 3 games to end the season. We can still end this season on a high note. Obviously, again, it didn't turn out the way we wanted to, but we got to continue to have our heads high and learn from it tomorrow.
To kind of piggyback off that, I mean, everybody looks at you as leader of the team. I mean, is it one of those things where you let every guy kind of go through the process of dealing with the way you guys lost and everything? And how do you, as a leader, how do you kind of pick and choose what to say and when to say it? If you can even say the right thing.
Yeah, I mean, one thing just about the leadership aspect is before every game, I kind of go up to all the offensive linemen, I go up to all the leaders on this team, kind of tell them that I believe in them. Go out there and lead. Go be you. You ain't got to be anyone bigger than yourself. Just go be you. And even throughout that game, heading into the last drive, and talking to the O-linemen, just saying one play at a time. You guys have been dominating all game. Just continue to lean on them. They're gonna break. They're gonna break. And you know, and then when that game ends and it doesn't turn out the way you wanted to, sometimes you gotta know when to step in, kind of like what you said, and able to step in with some of the offensive lines, step in with their offense. You know, tell them to keep their heads up. But you know, it's hard to sometimes go across the ball and talk to the defensive guys, but you got to continue to tell them that we have the confidence in them, and that they got to keep their heads up. We still got more games to play, and you kind of have to pick and choose when you have to do that. And obviously there's some guys that I can do that to, and talk to like the leaders on the defense, and they can kind of spread the word on that side of the ball.
Yeah, can you just kind of walk us through like what you felt? I know it's a loss, but what you felt in the moment you crossed the end zone, you give your team the lead, and you're celebrating back to the end zone in a game like this.
Yeah, I mean, it was an awesome atmosphere. The crowd was out there. The crowd was loud. it was great to see them staying out there in the rain. So happy to have them always being on our side. But I was overwhelmed with emotion there. It was such a good feeling, having the whole crowd behind me, have the whole team behind me. I really thought we won that game in that moment just because we have such a great defense. I have all the confidence in the world in them, and it was a really great feeling to have that. But again, it's a team game. It doesn't always turn out the way you want it to.
Mark,